Hello, my lunatic friend. It's the crypto lunatic from the Luna Cafe. And today I bring you what I believe is a hidden gem. And I'm going to show you how I found it. I'm going to show you what it is. And I'm going to tell you why that I think that this could be very, very interesting. I'm not invested in World of Dypians. I am not paid by them to make this content, and I have no skin in this game. So this is a completely neutral review for you, and it's certainly not investment advice. And with all that in mind, join me on a little journey. So it starts here, my lunatic friends. Let's look. Like, crypto has narratives and they all pop at different times. And what we see here is that Zodiac themed. I've clicked on the average price change in priority in order. So we see Binance Wallet IDO, Reddit points, but here, play to earn. Now, crypto gaming and play to earn has been massively, massively suppressed for this entire cycle. So for people that are late to the market, that missed all of the pumps with Solana and the layer ones and all of the other things, for people who think they've missed the boat, play to earn has been one of the big repressed areas of crypto for this entire cycle. It has not shone at all. And recently, one or two of them have started to pop. So that's why I believe that this is where people should be looking. So let's do the obvious thing. There's a lot of hype around crypto gaming. But this is what you need to look at. What have the most active wallet addresses? And in the past 3 months, which games have now had the most new active wallets? Now, a lot of people talk about crypto games and how good they are and all of the hype, but ultimately, how many people are playing them is the real traction area that we need to be looking at. Games with the most active wallet addresses. Now, look right at the top is this thing, World of Dypians. This game led the Web3 gaming charts in Q2 for 2025 with 112 million unique active wallets, securing a dominant 45% market share in Web3 games, according to DappRadar. Now, take everything else. I could end the review here. If that doesn't give you reason to take this, to at least look at it, then nothing will, because this is incredible. So let's go on to their page, which is here. And let's look at here. Look, we're almost in the degen zone. Now, the degen zone for me is under 10 million, but this is close enough to be virtually degen. And we look at their full chart, and this thing was launched at, look, 0.0466. Now, that's not a massive gain on where it is at the moment. And look, it was up to here to 23 cents. So it did go up to there in January, but now it's retraced and it hasn't pumped yet. Now we look at what could affect the thing here. Let's look at what could affect the future price of this project. So Web3 gaming dominance is bullish. You can see the metrics there. You can read them for yourself. So sustained gameplay adoption, people are using it. That's really what you need to look at it. So currently crypto gaming is outperforming the rest of the crypto market, and World of Dypians has massive market dominance. So let's look down. We see it's on a few exchanges, good few exchanges. We go down. We look here. But there's 120,000 holders. Now, for a tiny little project, that's significant. This we don't like. So look, even an issue has occurred. That does not surprise me that an issue has occurred when we see that dominance. Well, we'll move on. We will move on to a different address. An issue definitely has occurred because things are not good there. We will revisit that. But here's DappRadar. And what this tells us, look here, the balance. Now, the balance here, this is the total value of assets in the dApps smart contract. And we see 45 million worth of assets. Now, look at the list here. Now, Kai Ching is right at the top with 810. It's second. Now, bear in mind, its market cap is 15 million. It's got 45 million dollars worth of assets in its dApps because it's play to earn. So there's a lot of value in this ecosystem, according to DappRadar. And what we're seeing here, when we go here, that unique active wallets, 1.49 million. Now, this is where it's at. People are using this game and there's a lot of value locked in it. That is significant, my lunatic friend. So we look down, and what CryptoRank confirms is that the market cap is 14 million. Now, the fully diluted market cap, which we didn't get before the other one collapsed, is 60 million, which is still relatively small. And that means there's a lot of tokens to be unlocked, which is not a good thing, which we will explore further. But look, the IEO ROI is just up 1.43% or 1.43x, which is 43%. Now, that's not massive. Considering how big this game is, that is not massive. Look, the IEO, they got in at 0.0425. So it hasn't made crazy gains considering how many people are using this. Now, what we go on to Nansen here, we see liquidity. That is impressive. For a tiny little altcoin of 15 million, it's got impressive liquidity for a tiny little low cap altcoin. So we won't bother with the one step because it's given us the information we need. Now, here is the not so good news. This is where we go and we find about the holders. There's a very high concentration in the top 6 wallets. Now, that's not good. That means that almost definitely there will be price suppression when the tokens unlock. But you have to balance that with all of the other data that we're getting here. We go into their X account, we see 402,000 followers. Now, for a 14 to 15 million market cap coin, with all of these active wallets and all of this value locked into the chain, this is massive. And look, 2 hours ago, active account. Active account. It's impressive. So we look at the website. Now, the website looks pretty impressive. Now, I haven't played this game, but I don't need to for this review because I see that there's 1.4 million people that are playing this game. And let's look here. Monthly on-chain players, 4 million. Total on-chain transactions, 547 million. The total volume, well, you can see there for yourself, 2 billion in total volume. There's over 1.5 million NFT holders. There's over 3.6 million NFTs sold, and there's 152,000 holders. Now, there's a lot of people backing it, including BNB Chain. Now, that's not necessarily a good thing. With all these backers, they'll mean there'll be massive dumpage on the market at some stage. But still, at the moment, it's relatively price suppressed. And the final thing that I found very, very interesting was when I went here on their YouTube channel, and I see almost 1 million subscribers. Almost 1 million for a YouTube channel. People are following this. People are using it. There's value locked in it. People are playing this game. So the stats are telling us that this is a very well played game. There's a lot of people using it. There is a lot going on. There's a lot of activity on this. And at the moment, it's looking relatively price suppressed. So is this a potentially good entry point? Well, I believe so. But don't take my word for it. I'm just a lunatic reporting from the Luna Cafe. Do your own research, my lunatic friends, and be safe, have fun, and make money with crypto.